Alright, YouTube land, what's up? Ricky here again with yet another Transformers video review, and today we're going to be finishing off the Abominus set with Rippersnapper. Now, this guy was one of the hardest ones for most excuse me, Transformers fans to locate because he was short packed. It was towards the end of the line. Most people had to go and find him online and pay unbelievable amounts of money for this guy just to get him delivered to their house. They had to pay shipping fees and international fees and eBay prices and all that. I actually am one of the few that lucked out and actually found this in my store. So I actually got to pay retail price for this. And I have to say I could not be happier with this particular figure. He is actually, again, most all of these are standalone figures, but he's another one of the standout figures from this particular set. And at first I had his purple repaint as Cindersar because I could not find this guy. Then I found the only one my store carried, and thanks to my wife, love you, love you, love you. She picked this guy up for me as an early gift. I begged and begged and begged, and I love her because this review series would not be possible to be accurately complete without her. She is everything to me. And so this guy is like right now my crowning jewel of the set because I, again, got it retail and I didn't overpay. And I'll get into another thing with mine that every other reviewer that I know has had issues with that I lucked out and did not have issues with. And I only know about one or two other people that have these that did not have this issue. It was widespread. But let's go ahead and take a look at his monster mode, shall we? It's very nice. It's very highly detailed. It's basically a walking land shark, and it pulls it off beautifully for the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters aesthetic. Still classified as a dragon on his box, though, but that's beside the point. His little arms do move for articulation. Rawr. Nothing at the mouth. Sadly, the mouth does not open, but that's okay. It's not a deal breaker. The legs move, so he can walk. Nothing at the tail. Also, a little bit of a shame, but again, not a deal breaker. He is kind of more or less a stoic piece, and some have, you know, said that he kind of looks like Godzilla, and I could kind of see that if you were looking at the animated series of Godzilla that was based off of that crappy movie that they made, in 2000 or 2001. Not the new Godzilla, the other new Godzilla. But I could see that, but I would never have him. I would never play with him traipsing along and destroying buildings as Godzilla. That's just not my thing. Okay, now on to transformation. This guy actually has one of the most intuitive transformations of the set, and he actually is one of the most difficult and has the most steps, I think, in my personal opinion. And let's, I guess, dive right into it, shall we? Let's go right on ahead. First, you're going to want to separate the robot head from the back section, back fin. Go ahead and take that back fin and bring it all the way back and flush against the tail, which that's the reason why the tail is a stoic piece, by the way. Then you want to go ahead and lower the arms down. Then you're going to want to take the whole foot section here with what will be the robot chest, pop it out, fold it up, and you're going to see that there's a tab right here and a tab right here, and there's holes here. I'm going to go ahead and just slot that in like so. Then you're going to want to rotate the robot head around, and it's, oh, sorry. You want to fold this piece up, the part of the head up, then go ahead and rotate around until it snaps. And you'll notice that there is a little, if I can focus on it, there's a little notch right here, and it's going to fit basically right into the corner of the mouth there, which kind of holds the leg together and makes it more cohesive of a foot. Then you're going to do the whole thing all over again. And now for the final piece to this puzzle, his head, which this is where I was saying that I was ecstatic about my particular figure, because everybody's had this issue. Ripper Snapper's head snapping off this very loose area here, and most reviewers just left the head off during their review and put it back on in order to transform him. Mine actually is intact. It's a very tight joint. I don't ever worry about the head popping off. I've popped it off personally just to see if it could be done, and it can be, but it takes a lot of force on mine. And that, as you can see, I can freely move it and it's not going to pop off. Most other reviewers, it just snapped off. My Cindersar version was exactly like that. As soon as I sneezed, that head fell off. So I'm so glad to actually have one that does not have that issue. But anyway, okay, enough of me gushing. Uh, Articulation, his shoulders have some inward movement. They are ball jointed. His legs have, the hips move. Nothing really at the feet. Nothing at the waist, and the head can kind of look down, but that's about it. But this guy is really nice. I really dig this guy. So if you can, if I was you, I would definitely pick this guy up, because he's definitely worth it. He's worth every single penny. Granted, to find this guy, you're going to spend an exuberant amount of money on eBay or your aftermarket prices. You know, your big bad toy stores, your overseas markets, all that good kind of stuff. You're not going to be able to find him in stores at this juncture. But I do believe he belongs in your collection. So I guess that's really all there is to say about this guy. So this is Ricky saying thank you and God bless.